Hi, and a very pleasant good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the 2019 edition of the Lutheran Invitational Tournament here in Columbus, Indiana. Our second game today in the white home team, the St. John's Raiders from Sowers, taking on the Emmanuel St. Michael Eagles from Fort Wayne. Our officials, Brian Enkoff and Kevin McGahey. The opening tip will go over to the St. Michael Eagles from Fort Wayne. The starting lineups for the St. Michael Eagles: Sam Eggold inbounding the ball there to Dakota Hitzman. They also have Max Adair, number 20, number 33, Drew Scheider, and number 41, Carter Worth. That pass goes out of bounds. It'll be turned over to the St. John's Raiders from Sowers. Their starting lineup: number 10, Logan Baker, number 34, Jack Benter with the basketball. A couple of forwards, number 20 and 22, Brendan Stickles, and number 22, Braden Stickles. And number 24 out there is Charlie Hackman. Benter with the basketball. Drives and shot partially blocked, taken out of there by Sam Eggold. Eggold brings it up. Man-to-man defense, and they're going to call steps as Hitzman was well defended in the post. Benter with the basketball. Brendan Stickles to Braden Stickles. And we'll have a reach-in foul called on number 41, Carter Worth. The first foul of the ball game. Man-to-man defense for the St. Michael Eagles. They all collapse in on Benter, and the shot is blocked. The second time they block a shot, they look up the court, off the glass and in. Nice pass from Hitzman. Stickles to Stickles. There's Braden Stickles out top. He's being guarded by Scheider. Gives it off to Brendan Stickles. His 8-footer won't go. Gets his own rebound, and he'll be fouled on the putback attempt. Scheider will pick up his first personal, second on the team, and free throws coming for Brendan Stickles. First one is good. Second one also good. We're tied at 2. Drive in the lane, off the glass and in. Sam Eggold has 4. I was told the first bucket was his. If we've missed that one, I apologize. That's how we're going to go to start with. Stickles inside to Brendan Stickles. He has 4, and we're tied at 4. Nice feed inside from Braden Stickles to Brendan Stickles. Swinging back out top to Scheider. Worth picks up his dribble. Going around a bit of a weave. Now a screen. Step back jumper off the mark. Offensive rebound. Put back away around the rim. Won't go. Loose on the floor. Taken out of there by Benter. Step back, long 2, nothing but net. First points of the ball game for Jack Benter. Head coach Kevin McGuigan calling out some plays for the St. Michael Eagles. They throw it inside. Good feed inside from Hitzman. From Hitzman to Scheider. Scheider's first bucket. We're tied at 6. Benter with the basketball being guarded by Hitzman. Excuse me, he's being guarded by Adair. I apologize. Benter, step back 3, off the iron. Brendan Stickles, offensive rebound putback, no go. I was told that was Adair that got the first bucket, so he has 2, as does Eggold and Scheider. We're going to have a foul on the screen away from the ball. Tied at 6. 1 minute 45 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. Braden Stickles goes behind the back, and it's taken away by Hitzman. Left-hand layup, and it's 8-6. Eagles on top of the Raiders. Stickles drives down the lane, has it blocked, and they'll say it went off of Stickles, out of bounds to the Eagles. Checking in for the Eagles is Gavin Barkowick. He has the basketball. Nice dish along the baseline. Shot won't go for Adair. Benter on the move. Fakes the handoff, step back 3. Won't go. Stickles on the drive, and he's going to be fouled on the drive. They will get Drew Scheider, and I believe that's his second. Couple of subs in the ball game for the Eagles. Number 34, River Johnson, comes in. And we'll have a tie-up. And also number 35, Grant Nix, into the ball game. So on the held ball, possession arrow stays with the Raiders. Charlie Hackman to throw it in. Brendan Stickles, and he'll be tied up in the lane. Possession arrow will turn it over to the Eagles. They lead 8-6, 39 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. Three on the way, off the back iron, and the long rebound will go out of bounds. Hitzman had it lined up just strong. 26 seconds remaining in the first. Jack Benter will bring it up for the Raiders. Braden Stickles gets it back out to Benter behind the screen. That 3 is short. And there'll be another tie-up in the lane. 3 times in the last 30 seconds we've had a held ball inside the paint area for the Raiders. This time they have the ball out of bounds. 10 seconds remaining. Benner tries another 3. He's got this one to make it 9-8, and the clock is still running. 3 seconds, 2 seconds. Barkowick shoots from half court, and that won't go. At the end of 1 quarter of play, the St. John's Raiders 9, the St. Michael Eagles 8. Eagles basketball as we start the second quarter. Gavin Barkowick gets a screen from River Johnson. He takes a return pass. His three won't go. Barkowick hustles to the deck for the loose ball. 9-8 the score. Raiders from St. John's leading. Hitzman is fouled on the drive. They'll get Benter with his first. They'll say this was on the shot, so 2 free throws coming for Dakota Hitzman. Left-hander's first one is good. That'll tie the score at 9. Owen Wishmeyer into the game for the St. John's Raiders. Second one from Hitzman bounces out. Braden Stickles with the rebound. Tied at 9. Sam Eggold pressuring Benter, and that ball will go off of Benter's foot. Out of bounds to the Eagles. Working the weave out top. Now trying to get it inside, but steps will be called. Hitzman tried to feed it out to an open Grant Nix, but shifted his feet in the middle of the pass. 9-9 here in the second quarter. Benter in the post, works inside and goes right over the top of Sam Eggold. Benter has 7 of the 11 for the Raiders. They lead 11-9. Barkowick uses the screen. Again, the weave out top. Eggold's 3 on the way is short. Benter looks up the court, pulls up from 3, and just short. It'll go out of bounds to St. Michael Eagles. Carter Worth back on for the Eagles. Again, Coach Kevin McGuigan calling out some plays, or an offensive set anyway. Number 41, where they look to have a high post screen and a little weave out top. 3 on the way, left corner. Knocking it down is River Johnson. 12-11, Eagles leading the Raiders. And Braden Stickles will be fouled on the drive. Hitzman will be called for the foul, and Barkowick back on for the Eagles. 2-3 zone on the inbounds play, and Brendan Stickles tries a 3. Rebound chased down there by Johnson. Barkowick gives it up. They go to their weave out top, using the high post screen. The left-hander by Barkowick, and he is fouled by Owen Wishmeyer. 3:04 remaining in the first half. 12-11. The the Emmanuel St. Michael Eagles from Fort Wayne. Barkowick's first free throw is good. Left-hander will try another one, and that one rolls out. Rebound chased down by Benter. 13-11. Eagles lead the Raiders. Benter's spin move goes right down the lane off the glass and in. He has 9 of the 13, including the last 9 scored by the Raiders. We're tied at 13. And Barkowick is fouled out top by Braden Stickles. Eggle gives it up. And this time Eggle takes the shot. The runner won't go. Rebound. Put back up and in by Grant Nix. His first basket, and it's 15-13. Eagles back on top. This has been a close one all the way. Brendan Stickles, spin move. Won't go down, and we're going to have another held ball in the lane area. 4 times now. Inbounds for the Raiders. Stickles on the drive. It crawls in over the front rim. That's Braden Stickles' first basket. We're tied at 15. Less than 2 minutes remain in the first half. Barkowick gives it up. Carter Worth's 3 won't go. Barkowick hustles for the board and gives it up inside to Grant Nixon. He is fouled. Charlie Hackman called for this one. First free throw good for Grant Nix. Second one misses, and after a battle, Braden Stickles comes down with it, takes it all the way down the court, and scores his second basket in a row, and it's 17-16. Raiders on top. Long 3, and the shot was not long enough from Eggle. Raiders basketball with a 17-16 lead. Head coach Kerry Lambring giving some instructions as Stickles brings it up the court. Brendan Stickles tries to drive. Now Braden does drive, spin move, and he'll be called for steps. He can't believe it. He was sure there was going to be a foul when that whistle was blown. Full court pressure now from the Raiders, but Barkowick goes right through it, fakes the pass. His open look won't go. Benner up the court, Braden Stickles, and he will go to the free throw line this time. Max Adair will be called for his first personal foul. 41 seconds remaining here in the first half. And the first free throw attempt from Braden Stickles rattles out. Second one is good. He now has the last 5 points for the Raiders. 18-16 the score. Again, they call out 41. as their offensive set. And the give and go, the shot blocked from behind by Brendan Stickles. And they're going to make sure the clock is reset to 25 seconds. Again, Kevin McGahey and Bryant Inkoff, the officials for this ball game. And the inbounds pass is deflected, and a tie-up. Possession arrow will stay with the St. Michael Eagles. Worth fakes the three, gives it back up. Eggles' three won't go. And the ball is loose, and Eggle chases it down. And drives in, throws up a tough shot. Braden Stickles with the rebound, and with the clock winding down, Jack Benner's three just short. That'll end the first half. It's been a close one the entire way. 18-16. The St. John's Raiders lead the Emmanuel St. Michael Eagles. Will be back in a few minutes with the second half action. Well, the clock is set for second half action, and the St. John's Raiders have now returned to the court. 18-16, the Raiders lead the Emmanuel St. Michael Eagles. Raiders in white with the basketball. Jack Benner has the ball. We go up the court. Braden Stickles on the drive, gives it up to Brendan Stickles. Nice feed for the bucket. 6 points for Brendan Stickles. The lead is 20-16. Drive inside, and it won't fall. Boy, what a nice effort there by Dakota Hitzman. Couldn't get it to drop, so he will have 2 free throws. First one is no good. Dakota was 1 for 2 from the line in the first half. 3 points. Balanced scoring from the St. Michael Eagles. Different story on the other side for the Raiders. Second one is up and is good. He's 2 out of 4 from the line for a total of 4 points. And now full court pressure put on by the Eagles. And Benner throws it away. Surprised, perhaps, by the full court pressure. Again, head coach Kevin McGuigan calling out 41, but using a color chart. They throw over the top inside, and nice ball movement. Wow, they got it inside to Drew Scheider, and he gave it up for the basket by Max Adair. Another steal, and up and in by Hitzman, and a timeout is called as the Eagles put up 5 quick points. They now lead 21-20 with 5:06 remaining in the third. St. John's Raiders will inbound the basketball. No press this time after the timeout. Little coaching chess match between head coach Kerry Lambring of St. John's Raiders and head coach Kevin McGuigan for the St. Michael Eagles. Braden Stickles crossover move off the glass and in. He has 7. And it's 22-21, the Raiders back on top. Close ball game throughout the entire game. Drive by Hitzman, left hand off the glass. 23-22. Hitzman has 5 here in this third period. Brendan Stickles will be fouled. I believe we'll get Carter Worth with his second personal. The Raiders from Sowers inbound the ball. Benter with the ball. Puts up a 14-foot runner. It's over the front iron. 24-23 as we exchange leads one more time. Three-pointer from the top by Eggold. Won't go down. Rebound. Finally tracked down by Max Adair. Hitzman being guarded by Braden Stickles. Eggle on the drive. And this one won't go, but he taps out the rebound to Worth. Hitzman thought about the three. They go inside. Nice feed inside, and a good job of holding off the defense by Drew Scheider. He missed the short shot, got his rebound, was fouled, and I believe they're going to get Charlie Hackman with that personal. Scheider misses his first free throw. A couple of subs on for the Raiders. Owen Wishmeyer back in. And Brody Typin on for the St. John's Raiders from Sowers. Second one rattles out of there. 24-23. The Raiders a 1-point lead in the basketball. The pass, however, taken away by Carter Worth, and he's going to go all the way. He's fouled by Brendan Stickles. And Worth will go to the line. Nice defensive play there by Carter Worth. First one is good. Excuse me. Gavin Barkowick re-enters the ball game for the St. Michael Eagles from Fort Wayne. Second one, no good. Worth gets the rebound, however. Hitzman, step back 17-footer, and it's 26-24. Hitzman has 7 in this period. Now they put on the full court pressure. Stickles gets it up to Wishmeyer, and Benner sets the offense. Behind the back, drive, and he'll earn a trip to the free throw line. Drew Scheider will pick up his third personal. Jack Benter at the free throw line knocks in the first one. He has 12. Benter's second, also good. Now a little full court pressure from the Raiders. Hitzman will bring it up against Braden Stickles. And they'll call double dribble on Hitzman. Tied at 26, 2:25 remaining in the third quarter. Benner brings it up. He's guarded by Max Adair. Brendan Stickles, turnaround in the post. Short, rebound, and it's loose on the court. It will remain Raiders basketball. Benner has the ball, guarded by Barkowick. Now double team comes from Hitzman. Three-pointer is too strong. Worth with the rebound. Barkowick drives to the bucket. Left-hander won't go. Benner with the rebound, looking up the court. Hitzman picks up the foul. It's either his second or third. We don't have that on the scoreboard, so I cannot confirm. He will take a seat. Tied at 26, a minute and a half remaining in the third. Wishmeyer back to Braden Stickles. His drive is a pretty one. He has 9, and it's 28-26. Raiders on top. Eggold. Eggold's 3 is off the support above the basket. Raiders basketball. Stickles still with the ball. Gives it up to Brendan Stickles. Long shot that was a 2 as both feet were on the line is too strong. Eagles with the ball and a chance to tie or take the lead. Final minute of play in the third. Eggold thought about the 3, decided against it. Worth will take the 3, and that's strong. Rebound, and we'll have a held ball. Possession arrow will keep it on this end of the court with the St. Michael Eagles. They get it into Worth. Fake. Almost shot it. Instead, gives it up, and they'll set the offense out top with 20 seconds left in the third. 28-26. The Raiders leading the Eagles. 10 seconds remaining. Worth on the drive. Lost the handle, and they'll call steps. So the Raiders, a 2-point lead, 6.3 seconds remaining here in the third. I'd look for them to try to get Benner the basketball, and they do. He's got plenty of time. Running three-pointer is short, and that will end the third quarter. It's still a tight one. Each team scored 10 in the third. It's 28-26. The Raiders leading the Eagles. Raiders basketball and a 2-point lead to start things off here in the final quarter. 28-26. Charlie Hackman gives it up to Benner. He goes inside to Brendan Stickles, and he's fouled on a move to the bucket. Two shots for Brendan Stickles. He was 2 for 2 from the line early in the ball game. And he's 3 for 3 now. He has 7. Only 3 players have scored for the Raiders. He has 7, 9 for Braden Stickles, and 13 for Jack Benter. He now has 8. While the Eagles, who trail by 4 now, have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 players who have scored. 30-26 is the score. Egel gives it up. Scheider. They go across to Egel. Patience on this possession. Egel fires a three just short. Benter with the rebound. He weaves it up through traffic. Three on the way for Hackman. Count it! And put him on the line. Good feed from Jack Benter to Charlie Hackman. And Hackman drains the three and earns a trip to the line for a possible 4-point play. (33-26), I do believe. The scoreboard says 32. We'll check and see if that was a three or two. Right now, it shows 32-26. 4:30 remaining here in the fourth quarter. And a held ball. We've had several of those in this game. Possession arrow will give it back to the Eagles. Again, the scoreboard says 32. We'll double check and see if that other was a three-pointer at the next timeout. Coming up on 4 minutes remaining. Largest lead of the game, whether it is 6 or 7, for the Raiders. Barkowicz's shot won't go as a couple of bodies, both Benter and Wishmeyer, went down. Benter is holding his elbow, and he walks it up the court slowly. We were told that was a two-pointer, not a three-pointer on that last shot by Hackman, so that's why the scoreboard is correct at 32. And Hitzman had the steal, and they'll get a timeout called. With 3:16 remaining in the fourth, the St. John's Raiders 32, the St. Michael Eagles 26. St. Michael Eagles with the basketball. They trail by 6. 3:15 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Been a tight game throughout. This is the largest lead of the ball game. Hitzman thought about the three, and they're going to call him for a carry. Palming violation. They'll inbound the ball to Brendan Stickles, and he looks up to Hackman. Wishmeyer backs it out. Benter guarded by Eggold. The Raiders with a 6-point lead don't appear to be in much of a hurry offensively. Benter behind the back, pulls up from 8, won't go down. Rebound, Scheider. Hitzman, somehow they don't call the foul there. And the ball will be out of bounds, back to the Raiders. And by the way, I didn't mean to say the officials weren't doing. I think they've done a great job so far in today's action, along with last night's action. Steal. Eggold's three won't go. And there will be a foul on Scheider on the rebound, and I believe that will be his fourth. 2:21 remaining. 6-point lead for the St. John's Sowers Raiders. And Stickles will be called for an extra step. He was on the move, but picked it up in the wrong part of his stride, traveling the call. Now 1-4 was the call from Coach Kevin McGuigan. He's assisted by Kevin Rush and Josh Eggold. Hitzman fakes the three. They're looking inside, and they'll get an offensive foul on Drew Scheider, and that'll be his fifth foul in the game, and he will take a seat. He really worked hard inside all game. So at the 2:03 mark, he will foul out, and the coaching staff deciding how they're going to fit their lineup together. They're going to go small. They'll bring in Gavin Barkowick, and we'll have a timeout on the court taken by the Raiders. They lead 32-26, 2:03 remaining in the fourth. .203 remaining, 32-26, 6-point lead for the Raiders. They have the basketball. Full court pressure coming from the Eagles. Hackman gets it right back to Benner. Nice job, and they'll break the pressure easily. Benner, an outstanding ball handler, only a 7th grader playing here in this 8th grade tournament. The Raiders look to be content to hold the ball for layups and free throws now. And they will get some free throws as Hitzman is called for the foul. 1-1 coming up for Braden Stickles. I apologize. Braden has 9 points. Free throw is off the mark, but Brendan Stickles with the offensive rebound. And Wishmeyer has the ball in the corner. And they'll pull it back out to Benner. 1:15 remaining. And they will foul Hackman. So a 1-1 coming for Charlie Hackman. Logan Baker back on for the St. John's Raiders. Hackman's free throw is off the mark. Worth with the rebound. Barkowick hustles it up. Eggold fires a three from the left side. He's got it. They needed that. 32-29, 109 remaining. The Eagles still have some life. They call a timeout right now. 1:09 remaining. 3-point game, 32-29. The Raiders have the ball, the 3-point advantage. And they'll foul Hackman once again. And this will now be the double bonus, so Hackman will have 2 free throws this time. 1:07 remaining. They didn't take long to commit the foul. Hackman's free throw is off the mark. He's 0 for 3. All coming here in the 4th period. River Johnson back on for the Eagles. Second one from Hackman is bouncing and off, pulled down by Worth. 3-point game as we hit the 1-minute mark of the 4th quarter. Hitzman goes in and his pass is deflected, saved. Beautiful job by Hackman to keep it in bounds, gets it to Jack Benner, and Benner is fouled. I believe Barkowick was given that personal. 2 shots coming. This is the boy that the Raiders want to see on the free throw line. He's now 3 for 3 from the line. Their best shooter. Second one also good. So he now has 15, and it's a 5-point lead. 50 seconds remaining. And we'll call a foul on Wishmeyer. Only the 4th team foul in the second half on the Raiders. So inbounds along their baseline, and a timeout will be called by the St. John's Raiders. They lead by 5. We'll take a short break and be back with the final 48 seconds on the St. Peter's Lutheran Sports Network. .48 seconds remaining. Trailing by 5. Hitzman drives baseline, cut off by Benner. And he'll fire a 3 this time, and he's got it. It's a 2-point game. Excellent execution by the Eagles from St. Michael. 34-32 with 34.9 seconds remaining. We'll keep it right here during this timeout. Hitzman now has 13. Our next contest coming up at approximately 11 a.m. local time will be the White Creek Wildcats taking on the Calvary Knights. That game will be followed by the Emmanuel Warriors and the Lutheran Central Saints. This is the second of 6 games here today. Glad you're joining us for this 55th annual Lutheran Invitational Tournament. What a great tournament this has been over the years. We have seen some excellent basketball players, and As we go through this program, which again is a wonderful thing here put out by the St. Peter's athletic department, Tony Whitman has done a fantastic job. We go back and we have sportsmanship awards ever since 1965. And tournament records. We also have past tournament champions. Most valuable players since 1969. So when you go through that, there's one name from 2014 that people that are college basketball fans are very interested in right now. Keon Brooks from Fort Wayne is one of the top remaining recruits, high school recruits in the country that has yet to choose a college. Michigan State and Indiana University, I believe, are on the short list for Keon Brooks. And he has a brother who plays on a team from Fort Wayne that will be in the state tournament coming up next weekend. But right now, 34.9 seconds remaining. Benner gets the basketball. They don't want to foul him. And he wants to keep the ball. But, they don't call a charge. They will call a foul on Sam Eggold. And this will send Brendan Stickles to the free throw line. Two shots for Brendan Stickles. First one is good. He is 5 for 5 from the line, and those free throws become important as we get down the stretch. 3-point game, 26 seconds remaining. Second one is off the mark, and the rebound, they will say it is off Carter Worth. The basketball will stay with the Raiders. 3-point lead, 25 seconds remaining. Possession arrow also with the Raiders. They throw it in, and they get it to Benner. They're trying to double team him to make him give it up. They do. They want to foul Hackman. They can't. The ball is tipped away, and it's taken by Eggold. Down 3, 8 seconds remaining. They'll take a two-pointer. That won't go, but they need a 3 to tie. And the rebound comes out to Owen Wishmeyer. And the Raiders look like they will pull this one out. Wow. Great effort on that last possession to come up with a steal. They took a 2 and it wouldn't go. They needed 3 to tie. First free throw won't go. Now, it's still a 3-point game, but I'm not sure if anybody can hurl it 84 feet to tie it. Second free throw for Wishmeyer. Won't go. Worth throws it, and it will not be answered. What an excellent ball game, folks. The final score, 35-32. The St. John's Raiders come out on top over the Emmanuel St. Michael Eagles. The Emmanuel St. Michael Eagles will now play this afternoon at 3 o'clock, and the St. John's Raiders will play the host, St. Peter's Lions, at 4:30. That's going to do it for our coverage from this game. We'll be back in about 10 minutes with another ball game. We have the White Creek Wildcats coming up against the Calvary Knights. I'm Ted Rutan. We'll be back in about 10 minutes. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Lutheran Invitational Tournament here in Columbus, Indiana. This game is the White Creek Wildcats, and they have the first possession, and they're taking on the Calvary Knights in the red. Glad you're joining us here on the St. Peter's Lutheran Sports Network. I'm Ted Rutan. The Knights on defense in red. Wildcats working around. Three-pointer on the way, won't go from the right corner by Andrew Aubrey. Or excuse me, that was by Volker. Heaney with the ball, gives it up. Three on the way from Akins, around the rim and out. Heaney thought about the three, and it's taken away by the Wildcats. Logan Brown. They work it around, Volker, and it's on the court, loose. Heaney tries to get it up court to Andre, and Andre is fouled. They'll give that personal foul to Logan Brown. And Carson Andre to the free throw line. He had 12 in last night's contest. First free throw attempt is good. Second one for Carson is no good. There's a violation as he stepped over the free throw line. So 1-0, the Knights on top. And the pass is stolen away by Akins. He gives it up. Heaney's three, in and out. Rebound by Lawless. Gives it up to Brown ahead of the pack. And he will be bumped by Roberts and earn a trip to the free throw line. So Logan Brown will go to the free throw line. He had 10 points in last night's game for the Wildcats. First one rolls in. Second one also good for Logan. 2-1. The drive, and Roberts can't get it to go. Akins' putback won't go, and Brown pulls it out of there. Lawless pitches. The shot up by Volker won't go. Out of bounds to the Calvary Knights, and they want to talk things over. It's 2-1, early going here in the first quarter. You're watching the Lutheran Invitational Tournament on the St. Peter's Lutheran Sports Network. Knights with the ball. They trail 2-1. Ball kicked out of bounds there by Eli Ballard. Roberts gives it up to Andre. Andre's shot blocked by Lawless. Heaney fires up a three. He's got it. Mason Heaney. He had 2 last night. He has 3, and this one here is Lawless. Puts it in to tie things up at 4. Akins runs down that errant pass. Aubrey. Bounce pass into Andre. Two shots coming for Carson Andre. First one's good. He made both attempts last time, but on the second one crossed the line. So officially he's 2 out of 3 right now. Now 3 out of 4. 6-4 the score. The Knights leading the Wildcats early on here in the first quarter.
All right, son, let's go. It's time. Turn it on. Turn it on. Watch the ball, guys. Watch the ball.
Three-pointer on the way, and it goes in for Eli Ballard. Eli had 7 last night, and they now lead 7-6. Roberts works in the post. Rebound taken out of there by Lawless. Pass taken away by Andrew Aubrey. And he'll put it up. The runner off the glass won't go. Loose ball taken out of there by Lawless. But Heaney steals it back. He fires a 3. Almost wedges between the rim and the backboard. Akins tried to save it, but Lawless was able to grab it. And they'll get a foul on Andrew Aubrey. Brown has it out top. 3-2 zone for the Cavalry Knights. 2 minutes left here in the first quarter. And they go inside. Hughes can't get it to drop. And it will be out of bounds to the Cavalry Knights. Heaney brings it up. Nice pass inside from Ryan Jeffers to Jake Akins, and Akins' first basket gives the Knights an 8-7 lead. That pass intended for Lawless goes over the top, the Knights with the ball. Aubrey goes through traffic. Heaney, his 3 won't go. Roberts rebound. Putback won't fall. Brown with the basketball. Good hustle defensively there by Andrew Aubrey. Carson Andre back on for the Knights. Three-pointer on the way, just long from Ballard. Rebound will stay with the White Creek Wildcats. 1 minute remaining. Little contact, no call. Volker's 3 goes down. 10-8 White Creek back on top. 45 seconds remaining in the first. Heaney crossover dribble. Three-pointer won't go. Logan Brown with a rebound. Ballard brings it up for the Wildcats. Nice spin move. Volker fires a three. This one is off the mark and will bounce on the inline. Heaney taking his time. 12 seconds left. Ari thought about the three, picked up his dribble. Andre gives it up inside. Beautiful pass to Jeffers. He lays it in. 4 seconds. 2 seconds. 1, and the shot will not go. We're tied at 10 after 1. The Cavalry Knights and the White Creek Wildcats here on the St. Peter's Lutheran Sports Network. Cavalry Knights basketball to start things off in the second quarter. We're tied at 10 and a turnover. Nice steal there by Eli Ballard. Gives it up to Logan Brown. Three-pointer from the top of the key. Won't go, and it'll bounce out of bounds. Mason Heaney brings it up for the Knights. Carson Andre gives it up to Jeffers, and that was the play they used to score at the end of the first quarter. This time the Wildcats collapse on defense around Jeffers. A foul will be called, and it'll be Knights basketball underneath their own bucket. Akins has that shot blocked, and Andre loses it out of bounds. Volker will give it up to Lawless, but a steal by Andre, and he's going to try to take it all the way. He gives it up, however, and Haney's shot won't go. Andre might have had a clear path to the bucket for a layup, but he unselfishly gave it up. And Akins with the rebound of the Ballard miss.
That's it. Andrew, go down.
Shot blocked.
Right there, Mason.
Volker brings it up. Picks it up in a bad spot, and he's going to be called for an offensive foul. The Knights defense double-teamed Volker on the sideline. He had nowhere to go, so he tried to make himself some room. Called for the offensive foul.
Dribble up, swing
Andre passes to Roberts. Lawless with the block. Pulled out of there by Levi Froge. Brown gives it up. Volker. Ballard, 3 from the left side, won't go. Lawless rebounds, and it won't go. Froge rebounds. That one won't go. And we have a held ball on the rebound. It will stay with the White Creek Wildcats. Nice work on the inbounds play, and Lawless lays this one in. He has 4, and it's 12-10. White Creek back on top. Three on the way from Roberts. Volker with the rebound, and he's double-teamed. Carson Andre steals it and is fouled by Logan Brown. That'll be 2 shots coming up for Carson Andre. And Brown will pick up his second personal foul. That one rims out for Andre. Second one for Carson also rims out. Wildcats bring it up. Ballard. Open from 3. That one won't go down. Lawless with the rebound. Volker floats up a runner too strong. Heaney with the rebound for the Knights. And a timeout will be called. 2:55 remaining in the first half. 12-10, Wildcats leading the Knights. Calvary Knights trailed by 2. Let's see if they have a special play called after the timeout. Micah Alexander into the game. And Andre has it blocked by Lawless. He's been a defensive presence for the Wildcats in today's ball game. Logan Brown fires a 3 from the left wing. He's got it. He has 5, and it's 15-10. Mason Heaney. The Knights move it around the outside against the zone. Heaney fires up a 3. Aubrey will run down the long rebound. Has it taken away by Ballard. Ballard's 3 from the left side. Back-to-back threes, making an 8-point lead. Ballard with 6. Logan Brown with 5. And another steal, this one by Froge. And a timeout's going to be called by head coach Aaron Volker. A short burst there by the Wildcats, and they lead 18-10, 1:23 remaining here in the first half. on the St. Peter's Lutheran Sports Network. Wildcat basketball, 8-point lead. A minute 20 remaining now in the first half. Cavalry Knights trying to put a little pressure on defensively. Ballard fires up a three. He's hit two already this game. That one is a little too strong. Micah Alexander with the rebound and knocked away by Nathan Volker. And a technical foul is called on Nathan Volker. And Mason Heaney knocks in the first. And knocks in the second. So 18-12 as they convert two free throws on the technical foul. The Knights with the basketball. We're at the 1 minute mark of the first half. And Carson Andre called for traveling. Wildcats basketball. They lead by 6, 45 seconds now left in the first half. Lawless gets it inside, throws it over to Froge. His shot was too strong. Three-pointer on the way out top, and Eli Ballard has 3 3-pointers. 9 points for Eli and a 9-point lead for the Wildcats, 21-12. Roberts, his shot won't go. 15 seconds now remaining. Ballard brings it up for the Wildcats. Brown guarded by Micah Alexander. Under 10 seconds. Logan Brown gets it to Lawless. He'll fire one up from 8 feet. Rebound to Heaney, and that will end the first half. The White Creek Wildcats, 21. The Cavalry Knights, 12. We'll take a few minutes and be back with second half action here in the Lutheran Invitational Tournament. We are ready for second half action here in the Lutheran Invitational Tournament, the 55th annual LIT. The Cavalry Knights with the basketball. They trail 21-12 as we start the third quarter. I'm Ted Rutan. Glad you're joining us here. This is our 5th basketball game out of 11 that we will be broadcasting in this LIT this weekend. Three-pointer on the way from Eli Ballard. He has 4 of them for 12 points. And it's a 12-point lead for the White Creek Wildcats. Runner on the way from Aikens won't go down. Rebounded by Cody Hughes. Held ball. We'll give the ball to the White Creek Wildcats. Lawless gives it back up. Ballard fires again. He's hit his 5th three-pointer. He's feeling it this game. And a timeout is going to be taken by the Cavalry Knights. 2 quick threes to start things off in the second half. 15 for Eli Ballard. The lead's 15. Cavalry brings up the basketball. Heaney gives it up to Ari. They trail by 15. Need to get something going here in the third quarter. Ari, nice fake, and he's going to be fouled as he attempted to pass it inside to Carson Andre. Roberts looks to get it in. Aikens fires a 3 from the left corner, won't go. Nice ball movement by White Creek, but the shots won't go for Hughes, and Andre loses it out of bounds. Logan Brown brings up the court, gives it up to Lawless. His layup is good. Lawless has 6. The lead is up to 17, 29-12. It was tied at 10 after 1 quarter, and the Knights scored only 2 points in the second period on free throws from Heaney, and have yet to score here in the third. Andre gives it up to Roberts. He's double teamed inside, and they'll call a foul on Cody Hughes. Cody is replaced by Cole Brewer. Pass into the post was picked off by Brewer. Brown on the drive. Gives it up, and no call as Ballard hits the deck. Ball will go back over to the Cavalry Knights. Three on the way from Andre. But the rebound taken out of there by Logan Brown, and he's knocked down or collides with Jake Akins, who actually is the one that hit the court and the foul on Jake. Ball taken away. Good steal by Will Hudson. Couldn't get the layup to drop, and now Akins steals it back. And Akins will pick up another foul. Three minutes remaining in the third. 29-12. They get it inside to Froge. He has it blocked. Brown gives it up. Brewer's layup won't go. And Froge is fouled as the players tumble out of bounds. They'll get Will Hudson, I believe, for that foul. Roberts with the rebound, and Brown will get called for the foul. His third. A reminder, we will have a game coming up after this one. The Emmanuel Warriors will be taking on the Lutheran Central Saints. After that game, we'll have a short break before we come back with two more later on in the afternoon. And speaking of two more, there's two more for Tyson Lawless. He has 8. The lead is up to 19, 31-12. 2 minutes remaining here in the third. Ari's pass inside. Roberts is going to be fouled on the catch of the pass. Roberts, move inside, won't go down. And we'll have a foul on Akins again. Mitchell Williams on for the White Creek Wildcats. Shot bounces around and out. Logan Brown puts it back up and in. He has 7. The lead is 21. Akins, shot blocked by Lawless. Again, he's been a defensive force inside for White Creek in this game. Brown puts in his second basket in a row. He has 9. And a timeout taken by the White Creek Wildcats. They lead 35-12, 1:14 remaining in the third. The Knights bring it up. Mason Heaney, Micah Alexander, Carson Andre, Ryan Jeffers, and there's a shot. And Andre gets the Knights on the board here in the third period. Logan Brown fires a three. He's got it. His second three of the game. He has 7 in the quarter, 12 on the game. 38-14. Wildcats leading the Knights. Andre's shot won't go. 25 seconds remaining in the third. Ballard off the glass. His first two-pointer of the game. He has 17. And at the buzzer, the heave by Heaney will not find its mark. At the end of 3 periods, 40-14, the Wildcats leading the Knights. The Cavalry Knights will get the ball to start the fourth quarter. They were tied at 10 after the first quarter. They only scored 2 points on free throws from a technical foul in the second quarter and then only had 1 basket in the third. Here's Carson Andre at the line. His free throw is good. Second one also good. Mitchell Williams picks up his dribble in a bad spot and will be called for steps. Austin Campbell on now for the Wildcats. That shot is long. Heaney with the rebound. He'll back out and fire a three. Froge with the rebound for the Wildcats. White Creek basketball. Ballard, another three. He's made 5 in this game. That one won't go, and Carson Andre speeds down the court. His shot won't go.
Good job,
Ryan Jeffers hustling defensively to knock that one away. 40-16 the score. Fourth quarter. Another three on the way from Ballard. This one won't go. And a timeout called on the scramble for possession as Austin Campbell got control of the ball. They called timeout quickly. And we'll take a timeout here. 40-16 in the fourth. Ballard gives it up to Williams and gets it back. Thought about another three. Again, he has made 5 of them in this game. And that pass will bounce through the offense and out of bounds. Some more subs for the Wildcats. Number 11, Tyler Cathcart on. Saved back in bounds by Braden Reese. Jeffers' shot will go in. Count it and put him on the line. Froge will pick up the personal foul. Jeffers gets his second bucket of the ball game. Ballard comes away with the rebound. He's going to go all the way down court. Shot won't go. Aubrey gives it up to Jeffers. His shot rejected by Brewer. And Hughes comes out of there with the rebound, and a foul will be called on Andrew Aubrey. Carson Andre comes up with a steal on the inbounds pass. The held ball will give possession back to White Creek. Brown brings up the court, looks to find Brewer, but that was a nice job defensively by Ryan Jeffers. He's provided a spark for the Cavalry Knights. 40-18. Jeffers, his shot won't go, and the rebound put back by Will Hudson will draw a foul on Cole Brewer. Roberts' shot won't go. And his pass will go out of bounds. Jesse Isaacs on for the Wildcats. Logan Brown gets it to Isaacs, and he is fouled. And he'll earn a trip to the free throw line just seconds after entering the ball game. First one is good. Second one also good. Pretty good horse shot right there. 42-18 with 3 minutes, 14 seconds remaining. Shot fired up by Braden Reese. Doesn't find the mark. Brown has 3 players chasing him. Isaacs off the glass and in. He's come in for a quick 4 points. 44-18. Reese can't get this one to drop. Brown with the rebound. And Isaacs is down all alone saying, hey, I'm open for another layup if you'll find me. The entire Cavalry Knights team was chasing Logan Brown. Brown at the free throw line. He has 12 in the ball game. Make it 13. And in nice shooter's touch there. He's 4 for 4 from the line, 14 points. Roberts has it tied up by Isaacs. Heaney fires up a 3. It won't go down. Cole Brewer is going to try to take it all the way. He does, and he scores off the glass. Brewer gets his first bucket of this game. He had 6 in their game last night. It's 48-18. Jeffers makes a nice move, but instead of taking the shot, he tried to bounce pass it to Akins, and a held ball will give possession to the White Creek Wildcats. .148 remaining. Braden Reese to inbound the ball. Akins. His shot won't find the mark, and going for the rebound, he commits his 4th foul. One and one for Cole Brewer. And that shot won't go down. And Will Hudson is fouled by Tyler Cathcart. Hudson will have another chance at the free throw line. 0 for 2 in the ball game so far today. 1 minute 38 seconds remaining. That one is off the mark. Rebound chased down by Jesse Isaacs. And Williams finally gets it over half court. Behind the back dribble and then a behind the back pass. Heaney brings it up for the Knights. His drive into the lane, and he gets one to drop. Mason Heaney with 7. Williams is fouled by Braden Reese. This game has become a little bit sloppy here as we get toward the end. Mitchell Williams, a 1-on-1 at the free throw line. That one won't go down. Alexander, an excellent move, gets the bucket and earns a trip to the free throw line. 45 seconds remaining. 48-22 the score. Williams runs down the rebound. Brewer dribbles through traffic. His pass is stolen by Will Hudson. Hudson will take it in and lay it in. So Hudson gets on the board. 48-24. And he gets another steal. This one won't go. Heaney's rebound attempt won't go. So with 12 seconds remaining, it will be Cavalry Knights basketball. They get it in, and it's laid in by Micah Alexander. So some late points here in the fourth for the Knights. Taking it all the way in for the shot will be Austin Campbell. It won't go. Your final score, the White Creek Wildcats 48. The Cavalry Knights 26. The White Creek Wildcats will play at 1 o'clock at Columbus East tomorrow. And the Cavalry Knights will be playing at 1:30 in the Columbus East Auxiliary Gym. That'll do it for this game. We'll be back in about 10 minutes with our next contest, a winner's bracket game between the Emmanuel Warriors and the Lutheran Central Saints. And a very pleasant good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Lutheran Invitational Tournament. We've got a winner's bracket game. The Emmanuel Warriors, wearing the gold, taking on the Lutheran Central Saints. And Landon Fritsch drives down the lane and earns a trip to the free throw line to start things off. Landon had 13 in their win yesterday as they defeated White Creek 64-26. First one for Landon is good. Second one also good. Full court pressure from Emmanuel. We'll get the starters for you in just a moment here. Lutheran Central gets it up the court. Baseline jumper in and out from Chandler Stahl. He gets it back. It's loose. Taken out of there by Ruben Cruzy. Longmire lays it off. Nice bounce pass to Eli Meyer. He has a pair, and it's 4-zip early on. And another steal by Emmanuel. Fritsch has it knocked away. And a three-pointer from Ruben Cruzy. It's 7-0 quickly. And another turnover for the Lutheran Central Saints. Great start for the Emmanuel Warriors. They lead 7-0, 1 minute 15 seconds into this first quarter. Jacob Arthur gives it back to Fritsch, and it's 9-0, and timeout is taken by head coach Taylor Wishmeyer. The Emmanuel Warriors 9-zip over the Lutheran Central Saints. Full court pressure coming once again for the Emmanuel Warriors. They're out quickly to a 9-0 lead. And finally breaking the pressure, and Nolan Walker will get a bucket to put the Saints on the scoreboard. Jaron Cunningham guarding Charlie Longmire, and a 5-second call nearly made. Eli Meyer gives it back out. Arthur, three-pointer on the way, won't go. Rebound pulled out of there by Carson Darledge. Carson Darledge, Jaron Cunningham, Nolan Walker, Sage Broughton, and Chandler Stahl, the starting lineup for Lutheran Central. Charlie Longmire, Landon Fritsch, Eli Meyer, Ruben Cruzy, and Jacob Arthur, the starters for Emmanuel. 9-2 the score. And steps will be called on Sage Broughton. The officials for this game, Jeff Davidson and Gary Bussey. Longmire fakes the handoff, goes right around the defense. Good move around Jaron Cunningham, off the glass and in. Longmire's first pair. It's 11-2. We near the halfway point of the first quarter. Darledge with a strong move to the basket, puts it up with the left hand, and he's fouled by Jacob Arthur. Darledge's first free throw is good. He had 7 in their win last night. They defeated Calvary 50-25. Emmanuel opened up the Lutheran Invitational Tournament with a 64-26 win over White Creek. Darledge makes a pair. Cruzy down to Fritsch in the corner, and he sends it back out top, nearly taken away, but instead they get it back to Fritsch. Alley-oop, and Jeff Fritsch's son, Landon Fritsch, has 6. Jeff was a basketball player at Columbus North High School. Taken away, another steal. Longmire goes down, lays it up off the glass, can't get it. And Fritsch, trying to grab the offensive rebound, fouled from behind. So far, this has been all Emmanuel Warriors. Couple of subs in. First, Adam Stahl comes in for Lutheran Central, and Jack Von Dillingen comes in for Emmanuel. And Von Dillingen wastes no time. He puts one up on the inbounds pass. Little short rebound, fought for, held ball. The Lutheran Central Saints will get possession. Carson Darledge brings it up against the pressure. Darledge gives it up and blocked by Eli Meyer. Nolan Walker had a lay-in but took a dribble there. If he just puts it up, it's uncontested, but by taking that dribble, Eli Meyer was able to get over there and swat that one away. Another turnover. Von Dillingen picks it up, gives it to Fritsch. Spin move. And they will call a double dribble on Landon Fritsch. Eli Meyer with another block. Eli had 18 in their game last night. And a steal once again, Von Dillingen to lay it up and in. Nice feed from Longmire. Von Dillingen on the board. He had 8 last night. Already 5 different players from Emmanuel have scored, and yet another turnover. 15-4 is the score. Fritsch goes in. Longmire picks up the loose ball. They will call traveling on Jaron Cunningham as he tried to pick off that longer rebound. Dylan Wishmeyer in for the Lutheran Central Saints. And it's loose on the floor, a held ball. Possession arrow will keep it with the Emmanuel Warriors. Arthur, spin move inside, and he is fouled, earning a trip to the free throw line. First free throw, good. Second one for Arthur. Rattles out. 16-4 the score. Less than a minute to play in the first quarter. Darledge can't get the layup to go. The Warriors bring it up. Fritsch, left-handed pass to the corner. Arthur spins. That shot won't go. Rebound, however, run down by Hunter Heckman. Fritsch, hesitation, drive, can't get it to drop. And a foul will be called on Jacob Arthur. His second. "15 seconds remaining here in the first. It's been all Emmanuel Warriors. They lead 16-4. Their defensive pressure has caused some problems not only in the backcourt but also in the front court for Lutheran Central. And a foul called on Charlie Longmire. "10 seconds remaining. Darledge checks the clock to see how much time. Gets a screen. 4 seconds remaining. Got to start a move here. He puts it up, and it won't go, and that will end the first period. The Emmanuel Warriors 16, the Lutheran Central Saints 4. We'll be back with more LIT action in just a moment. Chandler Stahl to inbound for Lutheran Central. Carson Darledge being guarded by Longmire. On the give and go, goes right over Fritsch. Nice move by Carson Darledge. He gets the first bucket of the second quarter. Lutheran Central switches to a 2-3 zone. Longmire fires a three and hits. He has 5. 19-6. Three-pointer from the right corner won't go. Von Dilligan, good position for the rebound. Longmire gives it up on a bounce pass. Meyer with the rebound will get some free throws. Sage Broughton picks up the foul. Free throw from Meyer, no good. Ruben Cruzy back on for the Warriors. Meyer's second free throw is good. He has 3. The lead is 20-6. Darledge sets up the offense. Had an open look, didn't really look at the basket there. And that pass will be stolen by Longmire, and a foul called on Carson Darledge. And a timeout will be taken. 4:44 remaining in the first half. 14-point lead for the Warriors over the Saints. Longmire brings it up. Fritsch. Takes a three. From the top of the key, won't go down. Rebounded by Walker. And Meyer with his third block here in the first half. Landon Fritsch has that one go off his foot. Full court pressure still. Darledge looks up the court. And a layup missed by Adam Stahl. Emmanuel on the attack. Longmire, three from the top of the key. His second three of the quarter. It's 23-6. Cunningham's pass taken away. Cruzy looks up to Fritsch, and he lays it in. Fritsch has 8. The lead is 19. 25-6, 3:12 left in the half. The Saints from Brownstown bring it up. They've got to find something offensively. That pass tipped away by Andrew Bell, who checked in for the Warriors. Adam Stahl inbounds. Carson Darledge takes it in, and he's going to be called for traveling. Frustrated head coach Taylor Wishmeyer trying to get something going for his Saints. Eli Meyer, turnaround in the lane, won't go down. Darledge brings it up. Wishmeyer's pass taken away. They get it up to Fritsch. He lays it up and in. He has 10. First player in double figures, and it's 27-6. 2 minutes and 10 seconds remaining in the first half. And Fritsch will be called for a foul as he goes right through the screen of Adam Stahl. Jaron Cunningham back on for the Lutheran Central Saints. Jacob Arthur returns to the lineup for Emmanuel. And steps will be called on Cunningham. Not much has gone right, if anything, for the Lutheran Central Saints in this contest. Emmanuel has jumped on it from the start and never looked back. That pass from Arthur to Bell doesn't connect. Bell was starting to cut toward the basket as Arthur thought Bell was going to stay in the corner. And another steal. Longmire will go down and misses the layup. Bell there to follow. That won't go. Chandler Stahl clears it out of there for Lutheran Central, but Longmire with a steal, but he's called for a foul. Actually, they're going to call the foul on Adam Stahl as Longmire came up with the steal. One minute mark, 27-6 the score. 2-3 zone for Lutheran Central. Emmanuel works it around. Von Dilligan. Trevor Albering. Cruzy tries a three. He's got it. It's 30-6. Everything going Emmanuel's way. 2 3-pointers in the game for Ruben Cruzy. Adam Stahl hits a bucket for Lutheran Central. They scored 4 in the first and 4 in the second. 30-8 right now. 15 seconds remaining in the half. Five seconds. Von Dilligan fired one up from about 27 and just short. Almost surprised that one didn't go in. Emmanuel having their way in the first half. 30-8 over Lutheran Central. We'll take a few minutes and be back with second half action on the St. Peter's Lutheran Sports Network. Welcome back to Central Middle School here in Columbus, Indiana. The Lutheran Invitational Tournament. Second half action. The Lutheran Central Saints trailing 30-8. Let's see if they can find something to get things going their way in the second half, but a turnover is not the start they wanted. 3 on the way. Cruzy, he hit 2 in the first half. Longmire with the long rebound. Starting lineup back on for Emmanuel. That's Cruzy with the ball, now Longmire. Landon Fritsch, number 10. 44 is Arthur. Longmire can't get the layup to go, and the other player, number 22, Eli Meyer. For the Lutheran Central Saints, they also have their starting lineup back on to start things off in the second half. Nolan Walker picks up the loose ball, gives it out. Three-pointer on the way, won't go, but Carson Darlage is there to clean things up. He has 6 of their 10 points. Longmire guarded by Cunningham. Cruzy guarded by Chandler Stahl. And a steal by Chandler Stahl. Darlage brings it up, guarded by Fritsch. 12-foot baseline shot around the rim and out, and Darlage will be called for the reach-in. His second. They set up a box around the free throw lane. Thought about the lob over the top to Fritsch as they emptied out the backside. Fritsch bounce pass into Arthur. Nice entry pass, by the way. Don't see that often in today's basketball, as the de-emphasization of post play has really changed the way the game is played. But a nice entry pass there by Fritsch. Arthur earned a trip to the line, missing the first. Second one is also off. Darlage with the rebound. 3 on the way, right wing. Won't drop. Offensive rebound. Darlage will try a 3, and we have an injured player out on the court, and that is Charlie Longmire, holding his ankle and writhing in pain. Let's hope he's going to be okay. While they look at him, we're going to take just a short break. We'll be back in a moment with more third quarter action. Well, they've helped Charlie Longmire off the court, and let's hope it's nothing serious. Hope it's just a simple turn ankle, but it certainly didn't look good, and I know it doesn't feel like a simple turn ankle right at the moment for him. Ball's knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with Lutheran Central. They trail 30-10, 3:30 remaining in the third. Inbounds to Stahl, blocked away by Eli Meyer. Von Dilligan gives it up, and that'll be a foul on Carson Darlage, his third. Landon Fritsch with the basketball. They might have missed him on a cut down the lane, and the ball's taken away. Darlage is going to take it all the way to the hole. Little contact, no whistle. And now we'll have traveling as Chandler Stahl dragged his pivot foot. Waylon Lutz on for the Saints. And the ball goes off Fritsch's foot, and he takes a shoe to the face as he dove for the ball. That could not have felt good. Let's hope that Landon is all right. He had the ball knocked away, and as he dove for it, he connected his face with a shoe of his opponent. Let's hope he's okay. And they're going to help him off the court as well. 2 Emmanuel Warriors have gone down in the last minute of play, something they certainly don't want to see while they lead this game by 20. It appears they will move on to the championship game tomorrow, and they want to have a full complement of players available. Foul on Von Dilligan. 30-10. 2:50 remaining here in the third. And Lutheran Central has had several shots today that just don't want to drop, and they've been good looks. Sometimes it goes that way, and you also certainly have to give a lot of credit to the defense from Emmanuel. And Landon Fritsch is coming back on, and that's a good thing to see. Little mistiming on the lob pass on the inbounds play. Darlage has the shot blocked, but he will get a call and go to the free throw line. Eli Meyer called for that foul. Eli has 4 blocks in the game, but this time he was called for a personal foul. Darlage has 6 of the 10 points. The score was 30-8 at the half. It's 30-10 now. Second one gets the bounce. So it's 32-11. 2:15 remaining in the third. And another steal. 2 minutes left in the third. Darlage drives to the basket, and they'll call a foul on the drive. Fritsch will get called for this one. Darlage off the screen. Fritsch poked it away from behind. Stahl, three-pointer. Won't go. Darlage rebound, put back, and he'll go back to the free throw line. They have had several good looks that just have not gone in. Darlage is now 4 out of 5 from the line. Adam Stahl back on for the Saints. Cruzy back on for the Warriors. Darledge is 5 out of 6 from the line. He has 9. And that'll be the 4th foul on Carson Darledge. He's been the sole offense for the entire third quarter for both teams, but now Landon Fritsch has a chance to get Emmanuel on the board here in the second half, and he does on the first one. Arthur with the rebound, gives it back to Fritsch, goes up with the left hand, won't get it. And Eli Meyer gets the bucket. 33-13. Third chance, and Adam Stahl drops it in. The score is 33-15. 1:05 remaining in the third. We'll take a short break. You're watching the LIT on the St. Peter's Lutheran Sports Network. Jack Von Dillingen brings it up for the Warriors. Fritsch throws it inside. Meyer can't get it to drop. Adam Stahl comes out of there with it. He swinging around the horn, and a three-pointer by Sage Broughton. 33-18, 30 seconds remaining in the third. And another steal. Stahl might have got away with a step there. Tries to throw up a reverse, and Eli Meyer comes down with it. Still plenty of time. 7 seconds. Fritsch drives, spins, puts up a fadeaway. Won't go. They'll not have another shot. That will end the third quarter. But a better performance for the Lou Central Saints in that one. They scored 10 to cut the lead to 33-18. We'll be back with the fourth in just a moment. The Warriors with the basketball and a 15-point lead. And There was no call on the double dribble, but the Saints come up with a turnover. Darlidge pitches over to Wishmeyer. His three rolls in. Wow, what a friendly bounce that was for Dylan Wishmeyer. And it's 33-21. Closest the Saints have been in a while. Arthur battles inside, rebound, pulled out of there by Nolan Walker. Walker, a quiet game this game. He had 13 last night. Wishmeyer hits again. The lead's down to 9. Back-to-back threes by Dylan Wishmeyer has the crowd all fired up, something to cheer about. Eli Meyer will be fouled from behind by Nolan Walker. Considering it was 30-8 at the halftime, it is now 33-24. There's still some life in the Lutheran Central Saints cheering section. Nice up and under crossover move by Jacob Arthur. And a turnover as they tried to get the ball up to Sage Broughton, who was open for perhaps another three. But the ball will go back over to the Warriors. Landon Fritsch brings it up. Broughton guarding Fritsch. Von Dilligan tries to go inside, deflected, and it's tipped out of bounds. It'll stay with the Warriors. Jaron Cunningham back on for Darlidge. Darlidge has the 4 fouls. They brought him on to start the fourth quarter. He probably won't sit too long here. Von Dilligan, a 3, won't go down. Cunningham brings it up. Wishmeyer open. Does he have a third one? This one's short. Fritsch through the traffic, pulls up from 6. It won't go, and it'll be Saints basketball. Fans were hoping for a foul to be called. There appeared to be some contact. Darlidge and Stahl back on for the Saints. Emmanuel has now gone back to their full court pressure, which really got them off to a great start. They throw it up to Wishmeyer. 12-footer. He's got 8 in the quarter. It's 35-26. And a foul as they reach in. This one will be called on Sage Broughton. The next one will put the Warriors into the bonus. They lead by 9, 3:35 remaining. And a timeout called by head coach Jim Hoffman of the Emmanuel Warriors. We'll take a short break, but hey, we've got a ball game again, 35-26. We'll be back in a moment. Emmanuel Warriors basketball. They're trying to hold on to what was once seemingly an insurmountable lead. Eli Meyer drives in, can't get it to go, and let's see who they call this one on. I think they're going to call it on Carson Darlidge, and he has just fouled out. with 3 minutes and 22 seconds remaining. Well, while we have this little break in the action, we want to mention, of course, the principal and athletic director from each school. Principal Todd Beamlander and athletic director Heather Dyer from the Emmanuel Warriors. And for the Lutheran Central Saints, the principal John Springle and Bob Bain is the athletic director. Eli Meyer's free throw won't go. He missed the front end of the 1-and-1. And a foul will be called on Eli Meyer. That'll be the 16th foul. So after this one, each team will be in the bonus. They throw it in, get it in successfully. And Stahl's pass unable to be controlled by Cunningham. Fritsch on the drive gives it up. Cruzy might have got away with a step. He'll fire it this time, and it's off. But Meyer with the rebound, put back. He's got it. Puts the lead back up to 11. 37-26, and Fritsch with a steal is fouled. Couple of free throws here to really stem the tide of that rally from the Lutheran Central Saints. Fritsch, 4 out of 5 now from the line this game. 5 out of 6. He has 13. .236 remaining. The lead is back up to 13, 39-26. Stahl on the drive, and it goes in. Adam Stahl. A tough shot goes in to make it 39-28. 2:29 remaining. We'll be back in just a moment. Full court pressure from the Lutheran Central Saints. Can they complete a comeback? Well, we see the strategy right off the bat is let's foul while they're still in the 1-and-1. Wishmeyer, who has been the spark of the offense, 8 points in this fourth quarter. Back-to-back threes really got the crowd fired up. Then he hit about a 10-foot jumper, as the lead had been 30-8 at the half, and they had cut it down to 33-24. Once again, a missed 1-and-1. This one is a 2-shot foul, and Arthur misses the first of these two. 2:23 remaining. Second one is good to make it 40-28. 12-point margin. Just over 2 minutes remaining. Meyer with another block and another one. 6 blocks at least for Eli Meyer in this game. Quick off his feet defensively. Adam Stahl drives in. Was that another block by Meyer? 40-28, 2 minutes to go. And they will just try to play keep away now. And it will be double bonus time the rest of the way for the Emmanuel Warriors. First is good. Second also good. Meyer has 9. Stahl, the runner, good. Adam Stahl has 8. 42-30, but the clock is not the friend of the Saints. Ruben Cruzy will shoot a pair at the line. First one's good. Second one also good. (44-30). Again, the Saints don't have much time if they're going to make a comeback. And the defense for Emmanuel has been pretty strong. Wishmeyer. They finally get a shot off, and it's a 3 by Broughton. His second 3 of the game. It's an 11-point game, but we're approaching the 1-minute mark. And Wishmeyer just grabs the jersey of Von Dillingen. Nice teaching moment for official Gary Bussey out there as he spoke with Wishmeyer, saying, we don't want to have to call an intentional foul, so try not to grab his jersey. First one missed by Von Dillingen. Second one is good. He has 3. 12-point game, 1 minute remaining. They don't have much time to waste. They've got to get a shot up. Stahl's three-pointer won't go. Fritz with the rebound, and that should seal it. 47 seconds remaining. That will be the 5th foul on Wishmeyer. And some more subs come in, and good hand from the crowd here. First one is good. $15 for Landon Fritsch. 7 out of 8 from the line. $30 seconds now remaining. So Emmanuel will move on to play in the championship game tomorrow. That will take place at 4 o'clock at Columbus East High School. Lutheran Central will be playing in the third place game. That will be at 2:30. Congratulations to the Emmanuel Warriors. And also an excellent comeback and fight from the Lutheran Central Saints. Your final score, the Emmanuel Warriors 47, the Lutheran Central Saints 33. We're going to take a break for a little bit. We'll be back with another game coming up at 3 o'clock. The Our Savior will take on Emmanuel St. Michael, and then at 4:15 it'll be St. Peter's versus St. John Sowers. We'll see you at 3 o'clock. I'm Ted Rutan. Have a good afternoon.